figured that I find this too. When you are promiscuous, you focus on that. That takes up so much of your time, and that's probably why we at the bottom. That's probably why we at the bottom. You can't focus on nothing else. You such a pro in the streets. You can't be a pro at work. You can't be a pro in nothing else because you too busy being a pro in the streets, broke in the streets. Take that.
I don't agree.
And I think
some of the most players ain't.
So I would
agree.
Marcus, I would agree if you're talking about the other group in sheer numbers, but I think we beat by percentage. And I think the percentage is also attributed to poverty, because the group who has the largest percentage of poverty will have the most out of wedlock childbirth by percentage, not number. Right. And that is us. That is us.
Wait a minute. Did this just go circular? Did the argument just become circular? Get back to the family? Did this just get circular? I love it. Because basically, if we get back to having the traditional family, whatever that means to you, I guess. But if we can get back to the traditional family, the girl or the female will then start bringing her potential mate home to meet who? Dad. And if dad don't approve, daughter might not like it, but you should tell him to kick rocks.
You hit the nail on the head, bro. When you got, because what people like to say is there are 2-parent households where girls get pregnant. Yes, but by percentage, if you put a barrier, meaning a father's fear, a father's guidance in the way, and the higher percentage there are of fathers, the lower percentage there is of this bullshit, behavior and lack of marriage and all of that. Just as a man, I'm not a woman, but as a man, for a very long time, the fear of my father, or the fear of disappointing my father, weighed heavy on my spirit in almost every big decision I made in my life. The same for my sisters, my brother, so on and so forth. So the more you have of that, good fathers that raise their daughters, and you care about what your father thinks. My daughter is 6 years old, walking around talking about, Daddy said he gonna pick my husband, because I keep telling her that shit. Of course, I can't really pick him. We don't have that kind of culture, but I can absolutely disapprove. I can absolutely disapprove and be like, nah, this is a clown. I can't, you deserve better than that. I could do all of that. So she can know you could do what you want, but I don't approve of that shit.
So I wanted to, my guy here, thank you for contributing to the conversation. So this is, and I'm gonna get to the other super chats, you guys. We see them and we appreciate them. Okay, so this is what irks me. Women make college and career a priority, right? First of all, majority of Black women did not attend a college. I wish y'all would stop saying that. 37% is not the majority, first and foremost. Second of all, when it comes to debt, the people who have the most debt, college debt, are not people who attend college the most. It's people who care less about education. Meaning, if you don't do what you have to do while you're in school, you're going to have to pay for college. You won't get a scholarship, okay? School can be free. Just like school can be free. You just got to take, instead of being the C student, you got to strive to be the A student, right? You got to be the best at it. Just like when we talk about Asians, there are record numbers in the United States that go to college. They don't even have the most college debt. We attend college at the league. We're the smallest group in college, right? But we have the most debt in college. Why? Because we don't do those scholarships. We don't take it serious. Now, we do enough to get by to get into college, but you're not excelling to the point where you can get a scholarship to have your college paid for. There's so many opportunities for scholarships for Black people. So many. You just don't go after those scholarships.
No, this is why I said now I'm changing my stance on college. College is for rich people and smart people. If your parents are not legacy and can't afford to pay for you to just give it a shot, or you are not smart enough to get a scholarship, you should be out here working with your hands, bro.
I don't know.
Nothing wrong with that.
And let me just say this: when we looked at debt, period, let's just take debt. Let's take debt as far as college out of it. Black people are in debt, period, whether it's college or anything. What's the difference between $50,000 tuition and $50,000 ride with your big rims on it? At least one, you invested in yourself. The other one, investing in that ride, them rims. Like, which one? But they're both debt. It's the same thing. I'm not understanding why that's not, But again, they're not the majority. Most Black women are not in college. Only 37% finished with a degree. 37%, not the majority.
So my message to the men tonight: be in the lives, participate in the lives of your kids, be active, be involved. And one of the main things is you will be the one that guides them throughout their life and help them to make the right decision. For example, what Trigger Mike just said about college being for broke people or being for rich people or smart people. However, you're broke and your kid might be a B kid and a C kid in college, but he needs that degree in engineering in order to reach that goal. It's your job to guide him to that. It's your job to get him to that. So men, like, I understand we deal with a lot of shit, especially from some of the women we choose to be our baby mothers. I get that we deal with a lot of that shit, but you have to be a man about it. You have to bite down and do what you got to do. Quit making excuses and quit giving these women outs. Make it as difficult for them as they're making it on you. Make it as difficult for them to keep your kid from you as they are making it difficult for you to be in your kid's life. Do what you got to do. Quit complaining about these women because someone said it earlier tonight. We have more power than we give ourselves credit for.
So
use that power.
My apologies. So
well, no, you're good.
Oh, my apologies. But so somebody said that the type and amount of debt makes a big difference. You're absolutely right. The type, that's one is an investment that's going to appreciate. The other one depreciates, right? So this is the thing about college, right?
Which one is an investment?
So what I'm saying, let me finish what I'm saying. The reason why people like to talk about educated Black women is because guess what? That's who y'all want. You only talk about the things you want, right? But what you don't understand is the reason why she walks that way is because of her experience at college. You understand what I'm saying? College is more than just academia. It's also, it teaches you so much more. I always say 70% of what you learn in college takes place outside of the classroom. It's networking. It teaches you how to move, how to carry yourself. It teaches you so many things, right? That's why you focus on that 37% and not the other percent, because they don't have the same type of demeanor as the women who went to college. Okay, that's first and foremost. Because I say if it's an issue, just date the majority. The majority who didn't go to college, just date one of them. They don't have the loans. They don't have all these things. Just focus on them. They are the majority. You have a huge picking to choose from. If none of that matters to you, just choose from those women. Okay, that's first and foremost. Second of all, when it comes back to family, we can not only just be in the village together, we have to teach our kids the importance of education. The thing about some of these people, they put education on the forefront. They start at a very young age, discipline when it comes to homework, activities, all of those things. When I have kids who stay after school, especially for just learning, it's always Asians, whether it be Indians or East Asians. It's never us. We usually have for athletics.
Yeah.
They're there to learn more about science, to learn more about physics or whatever it is they need to learn about. We're there for the athletic program. Let's just be honest, because they care more about education than we do. And because they put so much investment in that at the beginning, they win in the end because they get the scholarships.
Yeah. I want to add to that too. There's two reasons why there are Asians and Indians there. Have y'all ever noticed that they're not good at sports? So
that is their sport.
They're not good at. What else would they be doing? What else can they be good at but chess and math? Okay, so that's one reason when people say, "Oh, they're not playing sport," it's because they're not good at them shits at all. Like where my son goes to Taekwondo is in the Indian part of the neighborhood. They bought like an entire section of the community. So all the people in there are Indian. These people uncoordinated. They be like kick, like they can barely lift their damn legs.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. But what I also want to say is this is especially for the young boys, man. In order to have a strong society, you have to have strong boys and men. That prove me wrong. Can nobody prove me wrong? And we need to stop forcing, I would say, college on boys as if it's the only path for them, because it's actually not the path for most of them. And here's why. Trade school and skill. It's not about schooling. That we really shouldn't be about like the college degree, because most people have useless college degrees, if we want to be honest. It's about competence. It is about competence. There's a video going around of a black dude sitting there showing young boys how to put on brakes. The guy who fixed my first car, every time I would pull up, his son was the one that changed my oil. His son was like 15 years old. You teaching those boys how to make money. When they get the competence to do something such as mechanic, electrician, anything like that, imagine doing that. By the time they're my age, they'd have done that job for 20 something years. They will be a master electrician. They will be a master mechanic. You know what I mean? So that is where men's bread and butter is. A lot of these jobs that we hope for, like this is why I'm saying college is useless now. While everybody is out here building their skill level up, we are training ourselves to hopefully to throw our name in a pool to get a job. That does not work, especially for men. It's not the model that most of us need to be brought up in. To be quite honest, if you ask a 17-year-old high school senior what they want to do with the rest of their life, and it isn't STEM or being a lawyer, and it doesn't require college, and they can't tell you right there and elaborate their entire track through it, they have no business going to college.